because the outside world rejects you.
Mind if we play?
Dibs on the magic, lady.
We fight as a team, Mikey.
Hey, what's up, Turtle fans? All right, massive news in a turn of events. A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles CG movie reboot has been announced. And as you can see straight off the bat, the regular verified Ninja Turtles account has verified this. Also, Kevin Eastman can be seen mentioning it both here on their official Twitter accounts, and in both instances they seem to link this deadline.com article, so that's where we're going to jump into. But real quick, if you're new to the channel and you want more Turtles updates in your life, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. That's all we talk about on here is stuff like this and break it down for Turtle Mania. Okay, so we're here on the deadline.com article. I'll link it down below as well so you guys can go ahead and check that out. The headline reads, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting CG movie reboot from Nickelodeon and Seth Rogen's Point Grey Pictures, which when I had heard about today, I went ahead and took a look, at their body of work and seen what type of movies and stuff they had worked on in the past. So let's kind of take a look at it real quick, just so you can kind of get an idea of who's going to be working on this. So they did 50-50. That's that movie with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. This is The End, which was that comedy about the end of the world. Then there's Neighbors with Zac Efron, The Interview, The Night Before, Neighbors 2, Sausage Party, Disaster Artist, Game Over Man. All of these are very funny comedies for the most part. Blockers, Good Boys, which I had just watched not too long ago, I thought was funny. And then you can kind of see here what's upcoming. You can see the Untitled CGI TMNT film right there. And then they've also worked on television. They've worked on Preacher, which is a dark show with some humor. I have watched the first season and parts of the second season. I did like the first season. I'm not too familiar with Future Man or Black Monday. I have seen The Boys. The Boys is great. So just by looking at all this stuff they've worked on, for the most part, I've enjoyed a lot of this. So when it comes to like whose hands this is in, I'm a little comforted by knowing this is who's going to be working on it. Let me know down below what you guys think, but I like a lot of the stuff that these guys have worked on. So this could turn out to be something we haven't really seen before when it comes to the Turtles. Rogen's like that perfect age too, where I'm sure he remembers what the Turtles were like in the 90s when they were at the top of their game, so he might know what's up. Anyways, back to the article. It says exclusive. Deadline has learned Nickelodeon is rebooting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the big screen with Point Grey Pictures, Seth Green, Evan Goldberg, and James Weaver producing, and Jeff Rowe from Gravity Falls and Connected directing, who gave a comment about it today online saying, when I was 5, my best friends were 4 sewer-dwelling, pizza-eating, crime-fighting turtles named after Renaissance artists. It's my absolute pleasure to join Nickelodeon, Brendan O'Brien, and the team at Point Grey in reintroducing them to the world. So also, just like Rogen, I feel like he's also that perfect age who remembers what it was like back then. Hopefully good things come of it. Now back to the article. Then it says Brendan O'Brien from Neighbor Sorority Rising, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, will write the screenplay. Paramount will be handling global distribution of the film. The article continues with, this time around, the feature adaptation of the Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird created comic book will be CG animated. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles feature franchise has accumulated over $1.5 billion across 6 movies from 3 studios since 1990. The last 2 movies released by Paramount and Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes in 2014 and 2016 were live action and together accounted for $730 million. Then it says the last time there was a feature CG version of the Turtles was Warner Brothers 2007 TMNT, which a lot of you remember. I thought it was okay. It was definitely hard to follow up, the 1990 movie and Secret of the Ooze and then going to CG. So I feel like that CG movie had a little bit of a tougher path ahead of it. It was in the shadow of that 1990 movie, which was just so good. This new one definitely has a different setup and could surprise a lot of people, hopefully. We continue. The article continues with the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie reps Nickelodeon Animation Studios' first ever CG theatrical production. in partnership with Ramsey Nato, EVP, Animation Production and Development, who is overseeing the production for Nickelodeon. Josh Fagan is overseen for Point Grey Pictures. Next it says, Brian Bobbins, president, Kids and Family for Viacom CBS said, adding Seth, Evan, and James is genius to the humor and action that's already an integral part of TMNT is going to make this a next level reinvention of the property. I'm looking forward to see what they do, and I know that Ramsey Nato and her team are excited to take the Nick Animation Studio into another great direction with their first ever CG animated theatrical. Very interesting. Definitely feels like the beginning of like a new era. Then the article continues with just talking about what Nick has done with the Turtles since they got it, like the 2012 show and Rise and so on. But yeah, this is absolutely big news for Turtles fans. Obviously, we got to talk about some other stuff around this. So this is not the Rise of the TMNT animated film that's coming to Netflix, which I believe there's been hints of it that's coming out next year, 2021. This is not that. This is a different thing. So we're getting that and this on a production scale. This is probably going to be a bigger thing for sure. I would imagine they're going to dump a lot of money into this. Now, if you're new to this channel, you might have not heard that back in 2018 and back in 2019, producers from the previous Ninja Turtles movies, those ones right there, spoke on a red carpet of an event that they were rebooting the Ninja Turtles in a new movie. I would imagine that this means that that's off the table now. That was going to be with Michael Bay's Platinum Dune studio. That is not confirmed in this article, so that's just me assuming that they're not working on that anymore, but it could very well be possible that that's not happening anymore. You see, that was all announced prior to Viacom and CBS merging into one company, which is now Viacom CBS. You kind of got this feeling that things could change when that happened. Plus, when the pandemic struck, you could kind of see that the entertainment industry landscape was kind of, and still kind of is, forcing itself to rethink or reassess, I don't know how the best way to put it, but its approach. And I would imagine animated content when it comes to producing and just this new landscape, being able to work remotely is probably a lot more doable. And again, I don't know for sure, but probably played some sort of factor in this approach that they're going with the next Turtles movie. Now, when it comes to this announcement, when I think back at the 2018 and that 2019 reboot talk that was happening back then, I don't remember, and I could be remembering this wrong, but I don't remember the official TMNT account commenting on it or mentioning it, which leads me to believe that this one could be, and again, just want to emphasize that I don't know for sure, but could be, in my point of view, pretty far along in pre-production, and we could start seeing stuff pretty soon, one would imagine. Now, obviously, there's a lot to take in here. Story-wise, what could they use as inspiration, or how should they approach this? There's a lot to pull from. The old Mirage comics, the new IDW comics, I think is either one of those two would be the best things to pull from. When it comes to the design, I mean, the people working on it were around in the 90s when this was happening. They were probably a part of Turtle Mania, and all we can do now is just hope they get it right. I noticed that when Warner Brothers works on the Turtles, or DC when they did that Injustice, it seems like they understand over there what works. So hopefully the people working on this kind of takes a look over on that side and just kind of really analyze why those versions that they do over there get a lot of hype from the fans. They just seem to get the Turtles over there. I feel like if you brought that over to like the Nick side of things, this could really be something. And speaking of that, who knows if they ever go back and do a sequel to Batman versus the Ninja Turtles, which had a cliffhanger at the end of it, or a little post-credits thing that set up a second movie. We could be looking at 3 different animated movies in the future. The Netflix Rise of the TMNT movie, this larger CG reboot for theatrical release, and then possibly, I mean, I haven't heard anything, but Batman versus the Turtles 2. So potentially a lot of Turtles in the horizon. And you know, when it comes to this movie, there's gonna be games, there's gonna be figures, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff that comes with it. I will keep an eye out, see what drops when it comes to this new CG movie reboot of the Turtles. If you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss any of that, hit subscribe But yeah, incredible news. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. How do you feel about this new CG reboot that was announced? What direction do you think they should go? How should the turtles look? Will you be seeing this? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, just recently, we have gotten the Turtle Den Twitch off the ground. We just stream games while talking about turtles and other stuff. We're definitely going to be talking about it on this week's stream, so you're not going to want to miss that. There's the live chat too, so you guys can submit questions in there and we can go ahead and just talk about this new Turtles reboot. That should be a lot of fun. I'll leave a link for that down in the description and in the comments, so you can go ahead and give us a follow over there. We're trying to get to 50 followers, so help us get there. We're almost there. I think we're like 10 off. But that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. More stuff coming. Hope you're enjoying the content. I will see you guys in a little bit with another video. Take care.